Good morning.
Good morning.
I survived. From last Wednesday, I never thought this day would come. Right after the procedure, there was about an hour and a half of excruciating pain, as they can attest. But other than that, the experience has been really nice. Thank you, Silas, for teaching us, taking us through the lessons. Thank you, Papa Nathan, my moral support. And I just want to thank all Smiles for putting this together. It's been a very nice thing. The food has been really nice. Thank you, dear.
A month ago, it all started here. We came to Westland Primary School. We did our very first video for male circumcision boot camp 2022, as well as preteens and teens mental health training. Today, we are here 30 days later doing the same video, but today this is to tell a success story. First, I start by congratulating our 2022 All Smiles Therapy Center boot camp preteens, teens, and boys to men male circumcision. Here is where it all started at Westland Primary School. We've been here for the last 10 days where we've had the boys who are going through the minor surgical, that is the procedure for circumcision. They reported on 7th December. We've had them all the way until today. Preteens and teens, that is for boys and girls. Some boys had already gone through circumcision previously. Others, they are not yet, so it was open for 9 years all the way to 18 years. They reported on 8th December 2022 until today. The two groups never met all through. We've had them here in our boarding section. We'll be showing you, images and all the activities that has been taking place. And they all met yesterday because again, we had to take them through social skills and to get to learn how to cohabitate with each other. So today it's a very good day. It's our closing ceremony, 17th December 2022, when we are bringing this boot camp into a closure and handing over the kids back to their parents. We are very happy, and I take this opportunity first to thank all the parents who entrusted us with their kids for the last 11 days. And now this is a journey that has come to an end. We are gladly, and it won't just stop here, because for these kids, we've already baptized them, Club Simpa. And it is a long journey for Club Simpa and All Smiles Therapy Center. We are going to walk all through with them as their life mentors in all their whatever activities they are doing and as they navigate through different stages of life. So today we'll be taking you through our closing ceremony. We'll also be sharing the activities that has been taking place all through for the last 10 days. Karibuni sana, and once again, thank you so much for entrusting us for all your counseling and therapy services. All Smiles Therapy Center, we are always open for all.
Call one parent so that he can talk on behalf of the fathers. And I want to invite Papa Nathan. Papa Nathan, where are you? Yes, let's appreciate this gentleman.
Good morning. Good morning, our good girls and boys. I was warned that some of them refuse to be called children because of going through the rite of passage. We want to congratulate them. We want to thank All Smiles for giving us. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm not so used to talking before a crowd. So we want to thank All Smiles for the opportunity. We want to thank our parents that we come to know each other through this process. Come to interact with some, but more specifically probably I'll talk about the boys, because a rite of passage. I remember I used to sleep, I don't know. And I felt like some of the boys were too small that probably they needed that courage. There's one particular boy, I'll call him our last boy. You know where he is? He's here. Let's come. This boy made me not to have sleep. Even after my boy was circumcised, I dropped my wife home and I told my wife I can't sleep, I'm going back. And I was there holding his hand and he was asking me, how many stitches to go? I was telling him, there were 16, we already done 13. So 3 more to go. A round of applause for this boy. So it means the process was good. There's another boy also. The white, yes. This one. This one asked me to give him my phone. So that he could go through YouTube. Good job. Is it not you? I talked to you, yeah? Yeah, he asked me to call the dad. Ask for, when he came, we thought we were coming with sugars. If you come here and you're told you need to have, not even boxers, the old ones that men understand. Those ones like, so I had to go to Carrefour, I had to call the dad and tell him, get him the tight ones. And he's here. Congratulations. The day I was going to bring in my son, there's one that told me, maybe 2 more. What's the coming for this? You know him? Must be one more. He immediately became my hero. Then we asked them to take numbers. You remember, I think he picked number 1, number 2. They were refusing to take the numbers. Mine, I think, went for number 7. Then, just before, he realized it was going to be the second lot, which is number 4. And he could not sit. He kept on moving, pacing up and down. The 2 boys, these 2, just I want to recognize them. When they went to the room, one was asking the other, have you told your girlfriend where you were? Joshua, why? That is good parenting, yeah? Right? I mean, these things happen, but I like that they brought life in the room. Then they started playing rocks, paper, scissors. And then, the doctor is working with them, they were like, you're moving, can you be still? I remember at some point one was making a joke, you just made my thing ugly. And I was like, they really brought life, yeah? So, these 2 are my heroes, yeah? Thank you so much. You okay? He was like, I've not done this before. He was like, there's no other time that I've done this. Like, did you need a pre before? So he was telling me, then after he's telling me, I'll never do this again. It's once, yeah? My son, Nathan. Stand. That's my son. When I was discussing and taking him through this process before he came, I told him, I think when he was around 4, we used to, when they want to misbehave, we tell them, I'll circumcise you tomorrow. Then they will step back, because they don't want, yeah? So they go through the process of, so that's when I tell him, no. It was 5. Are you ready? Say, just wait. Then, next to class 5, are you ready? He says, maybe. Maybe I'm ready. Then eventually he said yes. Yeah? So today we are here to celebrate you. We appreciate you. I want to recognize the mothers in the house. I clap for the mothers. Some of the mothers did without support of fathers. Yeah, we recognize that. Some of you came to drop your sons even before your partners joined you. And through it all, you've stood there for your sons. So we recognize you. Behind every successful man, they say there must be a woman. We recognize you and we thank you even for coming here today. The fathers, a clap, a round of applause to the fathers. This is it. We've given our boys what they actually need to go through. And I think we've given them through a good platform, I believe. I'm told this is the pioneer class for this. So we are among the first, so we're also graduating with them today. We thank you for giving your boys this opportunity. To the boys, this comes with a responsibility. Yeah? There's going to be an expectation from you, even in the way you do your things going forward. Yeah? But that should not put pressure on your shoulders. One time you misbehave, someone will tell you, you're not supposed to behave in a particular way. Yeah? But take it in, it is a process, but it is not an approval to start doing some things that you're not supposed to do. Okay? You are passing through, probably some of you have done your KCP, probably you're going to Form 1, yeah? So you're passing to the next level. So be good boys, be disciplined, yeah? Look at your sisters, take good care of your sisters. So some of you are firstborns, some of you are lastborns, some of you are in between, yeah? It comes with a responsibility. So cultivate it and take it with you. And know that, you know, when I was coming for this, when I was choosing this, me as a parent, I was very keen to understand what kind of environment I'm going to put my boy in. Because, you know, we have a mix. Here there's no, this is not a Luya, like where I come from, I'm a Luya. It's not a Gikuyu, it's not, this is a holistic process for everyone, yeah? And I believe that these boys have been taken through it. I know probably some parents after this, now they'll take them probably to their particular community, which is still okay, yeah, it is still allowed. For myself, I'm very grateful that I learned this through actually social media. And for these boys, as you've gone through this, I think one of the things that you will understand that there's really a lot of power in the social media, yeah? And you will be guided, I'm sure, by your parents, and probably, I'm sure when you're here, you're taken through it. There's a lot of pressure that comes in social media, but we believe you can handle.
We want to hear something from another father, Baba Christian. Yes, let's appreciate him as he comes.
Good afternoon. Morning. Yes, how are you everyone? I'm really excited to be with you this day here, and it's because of our young men here. they really made us proud. And I remember that day, as Baba Nathan has said, most of the boys were tensed. And we wished to stay until the whole process is done. But what we did was just to encourage them. And I know so far they are happy about everything. Because when I used to come in the course of the week, in the course of their healing, they used to give me stories on how they are doing and how they are improving. And from the look, they were good. Yeshua and his friend Ajani were really exciting people of interest, people who are interesting. They used to make them entertained, feel like they are home. I used to ask my son, how is it like being here? And he would say, it's just like home. The only thing we are missing here is our biological parents, but every other thing is okay. So they were happy. The meals they were getting here, I can assure you, the meals were up to standard. So the mothers, they were a bit worried. Every time I go home, my wife asks me, watu wamekula? Wanashiba? So they were worried. But that guarantee that they were getting meals and they were in order, everything was just in order, it was really giving them peace. On top of all that, we used to pray for our kids' welfare so that they can, whatever morals they get from here, can help them in future. And we are sure that whatever you've learned here, the initiates and together with the other team is going to help you in your future endeavors. And also there are things that were mentioned here which you never heard of at home. True or not true? Yeah, most of the things you heard from this place were things that we have never told them ourselves. So those things, you put them into consideration, and in case of questions, you are advised on the right people to talk to. Peer pressure is real out here. Peer pressure is so real. If you're not careful, you can get carried away by things that are happening here. Banethan has talked about social media. Be careful with what you do on social media. With your gadgets, you need to be very keen. At times, we try as much as possible to restrict on what you are doing, but it's for your own good. Don't take it negative, just be happy that you have parents that are guiding you on what is right. Okay? To the parents who entrusted their kids, ulileta watu kwa strangers, ulileta watoto kwa strangers, and now they are your best friends, because you've seen that your kids wamekuwa wanaume na wamekuwa watu vizuri. We are really happy about all smiles. Thank you for a good job. I was talking to the CEO. She was telling me that okay, in most cases we were the intermediary between the boys and the administration. Aliwaona juzi. From the first day, she saw them on Thursday. So even for that, we really don't take that for granted. It's a sacrifice, you being here with them all that time. Then for parents also, take care of your children. And when you go back with them home, there are those things which have been mentioned, that it's a stage. They are moving from one level to the next level, especially the ones that have undergone the cut. That sense of being a responsible child, an adult, you can put it that way. Make sure you enforce that to your child. Asibaki tu pale mahali mlikuwa beginning of December. Make sure there's that change, so that they can realize that kumbe it was not only physical, mentally pia they can see and behaviorally there are things that have changed. So make sure you impact that in them. So I'm grateful. We are all grateful on behalf of the parents. I say thank you, all smiles, for walking this journey with them.
Good morning once more. Yeah, we are just so appreciative of everything that is going on. I'm so appreciative of all smiles for the process that they were taken with our children. I can't take it for granted. And in a special way, as Mama Peter, I thank you so much, because I had some challenges, and when I talked to them, they said, yeah, because you are a mother and you have talked to us, we can't leave you out because we are seeing you really desire. And I thank the office of the boss, because when I talked to them, he said that, I'm going to speak to my boss, we can discuss it. So we discussed, and then they let me attend. Thank you so much. For our boys and girls, we pray that the teachings that you have received from here, that you follow them. Above everything else, we should be knowing God. Yeah? It's God. We are talking of the challenges. We know of the challenges that are going on, the social medias, the friends, the kind of associations that you'll be having with your friends. But if it is not for God, it would be impossible. So our parents have really, I wouldn't say that it's very easy. Yeah? Maybe it wasn't easy on me, maybe it would not have been easy on the others, but they really struggled to let you be here for your own good, because they want good from you. So please, the morals that you have learned, we pray that you'll take them in. We pray that you'll be able to handle, by the help of our Lord Jesus Christ, you'll be able to handle, and you're going to be also like an ambassador to the people out there, to the children out there. If you're seeing anything going on wrong, I think it's better even to help the children and tell them, look, this is not right. We need to do this way. And then maybe by supporting All Smiles, we can talk it out, and then maybe next time we have our other friends to come here. So that next time, at least, if somebody maybe needs to meet you and like, who is this boy, like Joshua, then he's also from All Smiles. Yeah? So we thank you so much, dear fellow parents. We thank you, our boys and girls, All Smiles. Thank you so much for what you have done, and we wish you well in all this, as we wish well our children who are pursuing this. Thank you.
Now, at this juncture, I want to invite one of the initiates, Yeshua, to talk on their behalf.
Good morning. Good morning. I survived. From last Wednesday, I never thought this day would come. Right after the procedure, there was about an hour and a half of excruciating pain, as they can attest. But other than that, the experience has been really nice. Thank you, Silas, for teaching us, taking us through the lessons. Thank you, Baba Nathan, my moral support. And I just want to thank all Smiles for putting this together. It's been a very nice thing. The food has been really nice. Thank you, dear. Thank you everyone else who was participating in making us feel comfortable, checking up on us all the time. Yeah, thank you.
My name is Kellen, and I'd like to thank the All Smiles program for taking care of us and helping us to learn morals. It has been hard for us. Okay, it has been a journey kinda, but we thank you so much, and I'm pretty sure that every Tom, Dick and Harry has learned something from what we have been taught, and we'll also continue supporting the All Smiles program by coming for more boot camps, and we enjoy it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. There was some change there. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? I want to start by saying I'm more than happy to be here today and to see this day. You entrusted your kids to strangers. We came here, we met all strangers. I think it's only Mama Yeshua
I knew from the worlds of social media, and you gave us your kids and you left. I'm a mother and I know kids means entire world to any parent. You came, you left, and trusted us, and the calls were about asking, how are they doing? It had nothing to do with their security. Are they eating? We so appreciate, and as Baba Nathan also has said, it's a journey that we've started together. History is being written today that started with the first step on Wednesday, 7th December 2022. I want to invite a very special person to us all here who has been so kind to give us this facility. Our host today, this would not have been possible without them letting us in. So with us today we have the principal, Westlands Primary School, Mr. Otieno, and I will invite him first to say a word and say hi to our parents. Karibu sana mwalimu.
Good morning, everyone. God is good and all the time. I'm Reverend Frederick Otieno Nyangla, head teacher Westlands Primary. Thank you, Teresa, for choosing Westlands Primary to host this very, very important activity. This is a very, very important activity in the lives of these boys and even those who attended the boot camp. Thank you, parents, for allowing this team to have your children and for allowing your children to be in Westlands Primary School. We are humbled and we sincerely thank you, and I believe we have started a journey. I was just talking to the person who was taking care of my boy and said, I think we need more of these for parents than even the children. Teresa, as you plan, the serious people who need this kind of teaching are our parents. So please, as you plan one for parents and be sure I will be there. Otherwise, thank you very much for your time and thank you for everything. Asante sana and God bless.
Thank you so much, Mwalimu. And I will start with our director, who is also my husband, Mr. Samuel Moshiri. You can wave. We have, I can see some of our therapists in here. Our center is just here at Woodville, Reliance Center, first floor, where we have Cooperative Bank Westlands. So all our psychologists couldn't make to be with us today, though they've been with the team all through. And I know some have also seen parents this morning, and I'm not so sure if we have them. So I will start with Mr. Silas, that you all know by now. Silas is an MFT, marriage family therapist or psychologist at master's level. And I can see Madam Naomi. Madam Naomi is another marriage family psychologist, still at master's level. I don't know if we have Madam Sheila. Okay, she has left for her sessions, though I know some parents have been seen by her. She's a clinical psychologist. And we have Madam Catherine. I think she's still on with some parents. She's another one for childhood development psychologist. We have a number. All the areas of psychology, you are well represented at All Smiles Therapy Center. I'm Teresa Kaimeka, a counseling psychologist at master's level. Before then, before psychology, I was in corporate world, like many of you, and this was passion. So anytime I talk of All Smiles, I say it was founded on ground of prayers and passion. The people who knows me from the other world, they are still not able to relate with me is a psychologist. My former colleague says I had a backup career. And that backup career is about touching lives. And I'm glad that God has enabled us. We are a total of 9 psychologists to walk the journey of touching lives. We have our supporting staff. I know most of them, the ones who are here, they are busy, but I'll start with Mr. Derek. You can wave. You now know who your kid's favorite is. Daniel, you can say hi to the parents. We have Daniel here. Caro, is Caro within? Oh, yeah, Caroline. And Grace.
I'm here, hi.
Okay, that's Grace. We have another Grace in the office. Yes, so if you've ever called the office to book your session, she's the one you've spoken to. We have Alice, who is in the office, and other people. With time, you'll get to know all of them, but we are a team of many people, and we all work together to ensure that we are out there touching and changing lives. What entailed Boot Camp 2022? This was a thought. It all started with training for preteens, teens, and young adults. And why it came in as a need is because of issues brought to therapy by our children. We needed to ensure that they do not become candidates for therapy from the negative perspective. We recognize religion as a support system. However, we do not impose values. And that's why you can see with the group that we have, we are all, I think we are all represented. Of course, we have more than 42 tribes. So, but I can say the people that we have represented at least 50% of what we have in Kenya. We've also come into cognizance that we are all here. We have Muslims, we have Indians. One of our psychologists, Madam Krishi, is Indian. We see all of them. We have Muslim psychologists, and so we decided to make it an open for everyone and to have this in the most professional way possible. And now I want to come to our kids and parents' emotional connection. I let the parents know the kids, they need your presence more than they need your presence. They need your presence than those gifts. The best gift you can award to your kid is being present in their lives. In our world, we say we have 4 styles of parenting where we all fall under one category. The question is, which type are you? The most effective one is authoritative. And why it's like that is because it comes with authority as a parent. However, you walk the journey with your kids. We have others that we won't mention today. But this one of walking the journey with your kids means you involve them in every aspect of your life. I don't know how many of our parents, when we've encountered just anything, especially the negative, job loss, business not working well, things just not working well, marriage not working well, that we involve our kids in the process. What I want to let you know today is that whether you do or not, they get to know and realize. What that does, it forms an emotional scar. And as time goes by, they will later come for therapy because of childhood traumas. You should make them part of the process. At time we've denied them their childhood by letting them worry much about us as parents. For parents, get to know we have 4 C's of parenting. The first one being care. Care is that compassion, love, and just being there. We have consistency. How consistent are you to your kids? Are you the parent who walks the journey that you know all their troubles and everything that is happening? We also have choices. Do you make them part of decision making? One is the consequences. Get to know intentional parenting has consequences, and vice versa is also true. When you are parenting because you found yourself in that state, it will also happen in their life journey also as they grow up. So it's all about being intentional as parents, and I know we are very busy in our day-to-day activities, but let's create time for our kids. Let's get to listen. When they cry, let's allow them first to cry. Not every cry requires, our attention of stop crying, but it requires our attention of I'm here, cry the much you want, pass them the handkerchief or the serviette, then after that let them know, validate their feelings. It's okay to cry. At times I also feel down and I cry, but I'm here to get to know what really made you cry. Let's be there. We be there for them emotionally, just like we are there for them physically. And today I'm launching, or as all smarts, we are launching a club. Who can guess the name of our club? Yes. Exactly. It's Club Simba. This is the name our teens and preteens, they've earned themselves for having stayed with us for the last 10 days. We've automatically enrolled them to our pioneer club, which is Club Simba. Why lion? It's because it's mighty and powerful. It's the king or queen of jungle, and that means that's what we are prophesying for them in their lives as All Smiles Therapy Center. And with that, it's our responsibility to take good care of them. And as we said when we were starting, the lifelong journey starts today. So what does Club Simba entail? Apart from graduating today, they will all have access of free therapy sessions annually after every 4 months. This can be done virtually or physical. If parent, by whichever way they want to bring them for other subsequent sessions, the payment will be at 20% discounted. All Smiles will walk with them a journey as being first their mental health provider, their support system and life mentor to ensure we navigate together through the different stages of life. Also, this free membership comes with some trips. So when parents, we ask you that we need your kids, please be availing them. You've entrusted them to us when we were still strangers. Now we are walking the journey together. We will always ensure, of course, we are involving you in any decision that we make over there. But why we are doing this is to ensure, even as they grow up knowing there is a psychologist somewhere. Some of us, we came to know about psychology by reading books or hearing from others. We want to change their story and make it a very different one. So today, because I know the next activity will be about giving their certificate, I just want to read out what it entails. So this certificate is awarded to for successfully going through All Smiles Rite of Passage, Boys to Men Male Circumcision on 7th December 2022 and completing the boot camp training program held between 7th to 17th December 2022. Areas covered during the boot camp: one-on-one therapy or counseling session, adolescence and puberty, social skills and relationship, effective communication, positive coping mechanism, self-awareness, assertiveness, and self-esteem, support system, self-care and personal hygiene, suicide, murder, and homicide awareness, academic excellence, technology and social media interactions, overcoming bullying, harassment, and how to call out for help. I want to assure you that we are giving you back your kids today. Being well matters concerning mental health awareness that you brought them to us on 7th December. The other certificate we read, this certificate is awarded to for successfully going through Preteens and Teens boot camp held between 7th to 17th December 2022.
We are releasing to the world young men and women who are going to present and represent such beauty. Tell your neighbor, you're going out as beautiful as this cake. As beautiful, as handsome as this cake. You're going out to give flavor. This cake is not sour, it's sweet. I haven't tasted, but I know it's sweet. So when you find yourself not being as beautiful and sweet, remember this cake.
We're going to cut this cake. We are sealing. We are marking what we have acquired here. And we are declaring that it's going to transform these young people and their lives will never be the same again. We are sealing it as we celebrate. So yes, let's clap again. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Thank you all.
Say the grace. Father God, in the name of Jesus, we come before you, Abba Father, Elohim Adonai.
Wednesday, 7th December was our day one, and it was one of the most interesting days because we came, yes, we had bookings that were prior done, and we came prepared to host them, though a lot of uncertainty because these are strangers, I mean, people we've never met before, people we do not know, and now here we are. They are coming, and they are coming to leave us with their kids. I would say the tension was very high, especially with the team not knowing how to go about this, and also not knowing once they come, will we have a case where a parent will come and go back with the kid, or will they just like the environment? So we had a lot of uncertainty all through. However, when they started coming, I think by the time we were parent number 4, we were already happy because they gave us very good feedback. Thanks to Westland's primary school because their dormitories, they are perfect. And also we took them through the dormitories. We were doing our registration. After that, we were doing the room orientation. We did all that. And later in the day now, after some parents came and left. However, we had those who said they're going to stay with us until the procedures, they are all done. So in the evening, again, we had a talk with them. We shared some evening tea and snack, and you know, the boys introduced themselves. It was all fun, where we just suggested like who is going to take number 1, number 2 for the procedure, and you know, it was just fun where we had one boy who just came, and I think by then we were number 9, and he said he wanted to be number 20. So the tension was very high. The good thing is that they got a chance to share about their anxiety, their fears, and everything else. Then later, Daktari came. So of course now this is when we knew it's real and it's happening. Again, we had a very good session. By then, most of the parents had left because it was around 8 p.m. We had a very great session with Dr. Morris. Dr. Morris, wherever you are, thank you so much. We owe this to you and much more because you've not only been our doctor, you've always been there on call anytime we need you, even as, you know, recent as yesterday, you still came to see the boys, and thank you so much. So yeah, we had a session with Dr. Morris and the boys and their parents. Here the boys asked about, you know, all the questions because Dr. was very clear, like this is happening, and he explained everything. He was able now to talk from a medic, a medic perspective, even things that we didn't know as psychologists. So yeah, then later, I remember together with female parents, we had to go back to the office, and now it was left to be a man affair. So all our men, our director, our male psychologists, our male staff, our male parents were left there with the boys. So it was one by one, and ours was just to keep tab, how far are we? We've been told it's 20 minutes per kid, so we waited until around 2:30 a.m. That's when the last procedure was done. We ensured that everything was successfully done, the painkillers administered, and so we left. And since then, it's been a journey. On 8th, we had other parents coming now for the boot camp. Again, it was another interesting one, because now here we already have some boys, and now we have some new intake. And just to mention, we still continued getting some people who are coming even way after the procedures were done, and asking for the same until it got to a point where we had to stop, because we were giving a timeline of up to 6 days to ensure that healing has taken place. So yeah, back to 8, it was also another successful day where parents came. Again, this time, not much anxiety like 7th, but again, we are still anxious, still meeting new parents, strangers. They come and go back with their kids. They came, we had a chit chat with them. It was, another moment. And since then, we've had them, that is since 7th, and others reported on 8. We've had them until today, 11th. Today is on Sunday, 11th December. We are still here. It's past 9 p.m. and we are still here with the boys, because of course they need someone to be within. And also not only boys, we have both boys and girls. They are all there, well taken care of. They've eaten supper and everything is working on well. So this is a big event and a big project, and of course we look forward to 2023. I'm sure it's going to be a big event, and for parents out there, for everyone out there, just get to know you are welcome. Bring your kids, let them come and walk the journey with our therapists. We are learning so much, not just the process of circumcision, the process of the sessions. They're just learning so much because we are having one-on-one sessions with them throughout. And I would say there is much that is coming up from teens. So if you're a parent of a teenager, this is where they need to be.
Bullying affects children mentally. We went through that, and it was quite a self-awareness session where they now are able to know that they can actually stand up to a bully. Imagine.
Yes. And just to add on to what Sheila has said, this is definitely a very rich environment for your child to find themselves in such a space where they are transitioning consciously and transitioning with all the knowledge, general knowledge. And that some of our children, they talk about what they are. Yeah, they end up saying, I am a kind person, I am hardworking, I am a go-getter. Yet the question that I asked is, who am I? So part of this boot camp is to make sure that as children walk out of the gates and they are done with us here at All Smiles Therapy Center, that they go out knowing exactly who they are as far as their primary relationships are concerned. So our children are going to leave this place together with their parents, knowing that they are people, they are individuals, not only in transition, but human beings in relationship. So I take this opportunity to just thank you, Teresa, Sheila, on behalf of the rest of the team. By the way, there is more to this team than what you can see here. And yeah, we look forward to having a great time and finishing strong. Thank you.
In a day, we start with an early morning breakfast. Then we have some mid-morning breakfast, and all of them are a buffet, not just breakfast, a buffet. Please note that a buffet for our boys to men. These people need to eat, and they have such a great appetite, and we are grateful we are able to satisfy their tummies. So from early morning breakfast, we
took place. Took place in a record time. It was very fast. We were amazed, and the boys are in very high spirit. They are doing well right now. They are walking up and about. They are playing their games, and we are so excited. Actually, some of them are confessing they just want to be here and here. They are just happy. Yeah.
Wow, that's good feedback to hear that the boys are very happy, and so we are missing them by there so much. Yeah. So we will have an opportunity to see them a day before, that is on Friday 16th, before the closing ceremony. So yes, Catherine, we've also met our boot camp members. There we have preteens and teens, both boys and girls. For some boys, they've already gone through circumcision, others not yet. It's just an entire for learning. So how is it so far with them?
Awesome. Thank you, Teresa. It's such a joy to see young people come together, very excited, very intelligent, more than eager to learn. They are such a beautiful lot. They have been able to gel in very well. They are very disciplined, very attentive. It's beautiful, a beautiful place to be.
Here we are, Boot Camp 2022. It's never been this comfortable, this easy. Today is on Thursday. Today is on Friday. It's our day 3. We've been here at Westlands Primary throughout, and we've been able to engage with our boys and our girls because everyone is now on board, and we're so much happy. And this is to tell thank you to all our parents out there for entrusting us with your sons and your daughters, and everything is going on well, the healing process, everything wanakula vizuri. And so here we are, very much excited. So what has happened is that as All Smiles Therapy Center, we've joined them to a club, Simpa, being our pioneers. And in this club, there will be much happening because we're going to be their life mentors all through. And this includes 3 free therapy sessions per year. And for subsequent sessions during the same year, at 20% discounted cost. And not only that, we will ensure that we engage them all through during school holidays, and of course we'll be having a once in a year, a mega boot camp for all of them. We look forward to having some good time with them as well as their parents. We've just baptized their parents to be Simpa parents. So as we said from the beginning, it is an amazing journey, and now ours was not just to stop at circumcision or after the training. It was a journey to go on, even to be their life mentor as they navigate through different stages of life. I'm sure again it's another journey that has just started with All Smiles Therapy Center. And till next time, then